Hey everybody, Val Corky here, and we are going to be playing Cathy Rain. This is the first time trying it out, so no speech timeout. Always wait for mouse click. No, that's okay. Okay, we got a couple different options. Game control. Click the bag icon. Display inventory. To display inventory items, use inventory items. Click and select the combined verb. Spacebar. Display interactable objects. Okay. LMB. Walk, interact with. Oh, that's the left mouse button. And then interact with objects like a grade. Okay. The clues found will be added to the notebook survey as dialogue options. Alright. So let's just try it out. So it's A Detective is Born. It's basically like a puzzle kind of click game. So stuff I've done before and enjoyed, but this seems a little more interactive.
Hey you! Hey.
Okay, so this is Cathy, and
man.
I don't know who this is. So we got that classic dichotomy. The messy one and
God, this is
clean
so
one.
comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Oh,
This room sure looks different when
she's
it's
a
spinning.
Christian. You can see the cross.
So
She's
I was
wearing a
browsing
cross.
through the used book ads in the paper when I...
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but
Wait, hear me out. So I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and
oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
and get this. His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
Oh, that woke
You
her up.
knew him, right? I knew it. I knew you'd know him.
Yeah, he was my grandfather. I don't really want to talk about it. I haven't seen him since I was a kid, a lifetime ago. This is interesting. I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna say
I
this.
haven't seen him since I was a kid. A lifetime ago. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know.
Well, I don't know.
Anyway,
That's
you
so
should know
wrong.
that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Cathy.
I mean, is it wrong to look up your roommate? I mean, you're already living with the person, so. Okay, September 25th, 1995.
Oh, God, make it stop.
Alright. Okay, now we can interact.
Just some random band poster. The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies.
Oh,
Pulp Fiction. Love that flick.
okay, well, no, I want to see if there's other things to do. Let's use the phone. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Not that I don't love the sound of my own voice, but
Oh, okay, that was just calling yourself. So we only have ourself as a contact. Interesting. Let's look at the computer. What was she?
I'm no geek, but I know how to use one.
Oh, she was just thinking about the computer. Oops.
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes.
Oh, this is 1995. Oh, okay. That's gotta change things a little bit.
Nah, it's no fun when there's no one around to annoy with it.
Well, you can't, unless she has an amp, it's not gonna make that much noise.
Helped me get rid of my last two roommates.
So she's gotten
My
rid of her
electric guitar.
past room.
Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Good times.
Alright. Oh, we're gonna look at Eileen's stuff.
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name. Eileen Mildred Summers.
Alright, so
Mildred. Oh my god, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas. Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood, and contempt for humanity check.
so Kathy Rain is one of
I can
those
certainly
type
see
of
the
people.
appeal of blindly rummaging through Eileen's clothes, but seriously, I've got better things to do. I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first, and then they fall in love for no reason at all.
Interesting.
Oh, wait. That's every romantic comedy ever. I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever. That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Yeah, that's the poster for Titanic.
Looks handcrafted. Probably something she made in woodworking class. Well, either her or one of her 12 siblings. Honestly, she can believe in what she wants as long as she doesn't try to shove it down my throat.
We're gonna look at her
Eileen's
schedule.
There's a note for today. Set alarm clock for Kathy. Can't have her miss the funeral.
Well, that's actually kind of thoughtful.
Eileen's obnoxious alarm clock. The noise makes me want to stab myself with something dull.
Alright. Turn it off.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is. Eileen
mess
makes
up
her
the
bed
bed?
with surgical precision.
Nah, I'm not gonna mess up the bed.
Messy, just the way I like it.
I mean, if Eileen were
We
more
meet
of a
again,
dirtbag,
Mr.
then
Mayor.
probably I'd do.
Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
Apparently, it's not the first time she's messed with Eileen. So, or she would have messed with Eileen. This is an interesting game. Oh, she's got a motorcycle. I guess we're going to the cemetery. Okay.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, here we are indeed.
God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object? Guess not.
You know, I'm not sure if you can smoke in a cemetery. I would assume so because open air, but you never know.
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
That's the Price Mausoleum.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Interesting. Oh, who's this? Some old lady.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her.
I don't know who that is. I don't know if I can trust her. Elizabeth Parker. Eric Mitchell. Well, they died in the 70s. He died just 3 years ago. Willie Myers, 70s also.
Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different.
Oh, it was her grandfather.
The coffin is lowered, but the grave hasn't been filled up yet.
Mrs. Rain. I don't know a Mrs. Rain.
It says Price. A family mausoleum. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
Yeah, I would figure. Mausoleum.
No reason to go in there.
There's plenty of reasons to go in there. Another 94. He just died last year. Well, it's time to leave. I wonder if they'll let me leave.
No, I'm not leaving just yet.
Oh no. I've got to go talk to Mrs. Rain. Conwell Springs.
I never thought I'd return to this place. Conwell Springs. Looks smaller than I remember it.
Joseph Irving Rain. March 24th to September 95. So about 71 years.
Mary Elizabeth Rain, my grandmother on my father's side. Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, hon? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine? Who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to
This is
talk.
interesting. So
Same here. See you in a bit.
apparently her mother took her away. Now I don't know if it was like a divorce or she just ran off and took the daughter. So that's her father's parents.
I'm
Oh.
sorry for your loss.
Who are you,
Thanks.
old man?
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I'm sorry. But that's no way to just talk to somebody you meet, man. This is the sarcastic remark. Actually, these are both kind of sarcastic. This is more, I don't know. I would say antagonistic, I guess. But, yeah, I'm kind of offended.
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
What's the name? Father Cornwell? Cornwell? Maybe I missed it. Let's see. We can go to the Rain residence. Alright, what do we
Grandma,
got here?
anybody home?
How would the grandma get there before you? You just left right before her. And how did she have the
There's
key to
nothing quite like the
the
soothing
door?
sound of rain falling on a window.
It's quite true, actually. I do like when listening to the rain.
Nice black leather coat, right up my alley. A
Boots.
mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds. Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think. This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently.
It's a murder weapon.
An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Probably used recently.
She's quite observant.
Huh. Never seen this around. Grandpa must have used it towards the end. These should come in handy when I need to make calls. A small table lamp. It's a phone book, Conwell Springs County. I should be able to use this for looking up phone numbers of people or places in town. I don't have anything to search for yet.
Let's see. Oh, still only the dorm room. Let's see if
I don't have
Eileen's
anything
available.
to talk about with E right now.
Oh, okay. She could
Some
have thanked
kind of
her.
winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not. It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12,
Dang.
1910 in the corner. A wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They look younger than I am now. Things have sure changed.
So he was in the Air Force?
Dogfighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
What?
Oh, hello.
How did she get there
I
ahead
was
of
just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about. So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my
Journalism.
second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed
Also,
way
the
back
father left,
I expected as much.
and then the
He
mother
disappeared without a
left.
trace. No matter, that's ancient history.
Mother left afterwards.
How's Sharon then?
I'm just gonna tell her the truth. No reason to lie.
then. Mom is... I had her committed to a place where she could get some real help. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. In spite of everything that happened when she took you away.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Interesting.
So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981.
Oh, I should write that down.
It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his
Oh,
soul
so she's been
had been
caring
ripped
for him
from
for the
his
last
body.
14 years?
Since that day, he never spoke a word, forever confined to that blasted
Dang.
wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Incident in 1981. Okay, cool. Show stun gun.
What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying about me.
Okay.
I don't want to show her that. I don't want to show her that.
You don't want to show her anything, gee.
I don't want to show her that. Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
Okay.
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time.
Oh.
At first, I even suspected he was having an affair.
Well, that's obviously
When
the
I
first thing
asked him
people go
about
to.
it, he just said he was chasing old demons. It must have had something to do with the war.
PTSD. What about the police?
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
Oh. That's interesting.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear.
That's
I'm just
many men, I
speculating.
think.
I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
What did the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
By now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Oh.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's
she's,
station for a little chat then. Would
so
be
she's a
nice
journalist,
to
not
witness police doing
necessarily a
some actual
detective,
police service for
but-
once.
Sure, you go ahead.
But I guess that's why
Let
it's
me
called
know
A
if I can
Detective
be
is
of any
Born. So,
I don't want to show her that.
just show her the smokes. Maybe she wants some.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Alright, so I'm going to end it here. But I just wanted to kind of get this started, see how it was, and hopefully we can kind of get this finished soon. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you next time.